The 1930s was a decade of innovation, elegance, and a transition in automotive design that set the stage for the cars we admire today. Among the many luxurious vehicles of this era, the Sunbeam Talbot stands out as a symbol of sophistication, engineering excellence, and timeless style. Today, we're diving deep into the story of this classic British car, exploring its origins, design, performance, and the legacy it left behind in the world of motoring. The Sunbeam Talbot of the 1930s wasn't just a car, it was a statement. It represented a blend of two prominent British marques, Sunbeam and Talbot, both of which had established themselves as premium brands long before the 1930s. Sunbeam had already made its mark in racing and luxury cars, known for engineering precision and performance. Talbot, on the other hand, had a reputation for elegance, refinement, and sophisticated coachwork. When these two names combined, the result was a vehicle that captured the best of both worlds, a car that could offer both style and substance. The history of the Sunbeam Talbot begins in the aftermath of the merger between Sunbeam, Talbot, and Darracq, which formed the STD Motors Group in the late 1920s. This merger aimed to strengthen British car manufacturing by combining the engineering expertise, production facilities, and brand prestige of three renowned companies. By the early 1930s, the Sunbeam Talbot brand was emerging as a premium line designed to attract wealthy customers who valued both performance and luxury. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Sunbeam Talbot was its design. Cars in the 1930s were beginning to move away from the boxy, upright shapes of the 1920s, embracing more streamlined lines and elegant curves. The Sunbeam Talbot perfectly embodied this transition. Its long, sweeping fenders, gracefully sloping bonnet, and carefully crafted radiator grille exuded an air of sophistication. Each model was often hand-built or featured custom coachwork, making these cars unique and highly sought after by collectors today. The interiors of Sunbeam Talbot cars were nothing short of exquisite. Wood paneling, polished brass fittings, and plush leather upholstery created a sense of opulence that few cars of the era could match. Drivers and passengers alike were treated to a comfortable and refined experience, whether cruising through the countryside or attending social events in the city. Many models also featured advanced amenities for the time, including sliding roofs, high-quality instruments, and even early forms of heating systems. Every detail was thoughtfully considered to ensure a luxurious experience. Under the bonnet, the Sunbeam Talbot offered impressive engineering. The engines were often straight 6 or straight 8 configurations, delivering smooth, reliable power suitable for both spirited driving and comfortable touring. While exact specifications varied between models, these cars were renowned for their ability to combine performance with refinement. Unlike many vehicles of the time, which often compromised on comfort for speed, the Sunbeam Talbot struck an admirable balance. It could effortlessly maintain high speeds on open roads while remaining smooth and controlled in city traffic. The driving experience of a Sunbeam Talbot was also enhanced by its advanced suspension and chassis design. Independent front suspension, well-balanced weight distribution, and precise steering made the car responsive yet stable. These cars were designed to handle the rough and often unpredictable roads of the 1930s with grace and reliability. Owners could enjoy both spirited drives on winding roads and long-distance touring without feeling fatigued, a testament to the thoughtful engineering behind these vehicles. Beyond engineering and design, the Sunbeam Talbot also gained recognition in the world of motorsport. Sunbeam had a long racing heritage, and Talbot was no stranger to competitive driving. The combined expertise of the two brands meant that some Sunbeam Talbot models were capable of impressive performance on the track. They competed in events like the Monte Carlo Rally and other European competitions, often achieving respectable finishes against more specialized racing cars. This racing pedigree not only demonstrated the car's capabilities but also elevated the prestige of the brand. One of the most iconic Sunbeam Talbot models of the 1930s was the 1680s, which offered a combination of style, power, and versatility. The 1680s featured a straight 6 engine producing around 80 horsepower, which was substantial for the time. Its elegant design and roomy interior made it suitable for both city driving and long-distance touring. Another notable model was the 3-liter, which, as the name suggests, came with a larger engine and even more luxurious features. These models were often customized by coach builders, resulting in highly individual cars that reflected the tastes and personalities of their owners. Coach building played a significant role in the Sunbeam Talbot story. Unlike today, where mass production dominates, cars of the 1930s, especially luxury models, were often sold as chassis and engine packages, with the bodywork created by specialist coach builders. Renowned firms such as Thrupp and Maberly, Gurney Nutting, and others contributed to the unique and stunning designs seen on Sunbeam Talbot vehicles. This meant that no two cars were ever exactly alike, adding to their desirability and exclusivity. Collecting Sunbeam Talbots today is a dream for many classic car enthusiasts. These cars are rare, with relatively few surviving examples due to their age, the economic challenges of the mid-20th century, and the fact that many were used extensively during their lifetimes. When preserved or restored, however, they command attention at classic car shows, concours d'elegance events, and private collections. Their combination of style, history, and engineering makes them highly valued, both emotionally and financially. The Sunbeam Talbot also represents an era when cars were more than mere transportation, they were a reflection of status, taste, and personal expression. Owning such a vehicle in the 1930s signaled sophistication and success. It was a car that turned heads, elicited admiration, and even sparked envy among peers. Today, it continues to captivate enthusiasts, not just for its rarity or engineering, but for the story it tells about a bygone era of automotive elegance. Maintaining a Sunbeam Talbot is a labor of love. Given their age, spare parts are rare, and much of the restoration work must be done by skilled craftsmen who understand the engineering of the time. From sourcing original engine components to restoring leather interiors and polishing intricate woodwork, preserving these cars requires dedication, patience, and passion. Yet, for those who take on the challenge, the reward is the joy of experiencing automotive history firsthand. The influence of the Sunbeam Talbot extended beyond the 1930s. Its emphasis on combining performance, luxury, and style paved the way for future British luxury cars, influencing designs from brands like Jaguar and Aston Martin. The attention to detail, commitment to quality, and willingness to innovate set a benchmark that many automakers would aspire to in the decades that followed. In this way, the Sunbeam Talbot was not just a product of its time, but a trendsetter for future generations of cars. One of the reasons the Sunbeam Talbot continues to fascinate enthusiasts today is its combination of rarity and visual appeal. Cars from the 1930s often evoke a sense of nostalgia, recalling an era when automobiles were both art and engineering marvel. The flowing lines, polished chrome accents, and distinctive grille designs make the Sunbeam Talbot instantly recognizable. Whether displayed at a classic car event or featured in a historical automotive publication, it always captures attention and admiration. Collectors often highlight the versatility of the Sunbeam Talbot as another reason for its enduring appeal. Some models were designed as sedans, others as convertibles or coupes, and yet others as sporting tourers. This variety meant that buyers could choose a car that suited their specific needs and lifestyle, whether they prioritized comfort, performance, or a combination of both. Today, these different body styles provide a fascinating window into the diversity of automotive design during the 1930s. The Sunbeam Talbot's story is also one of resilience. The 1930s were marked by economic challenges, with the Great Depression affecting car sales worldwide. Yet, despite these difficulties, the brand maintained its commitment to quality and excellence, producing cars that appealed to discerning customers even in tough times. This dedication helped cement its legacy as a symbol of British automotive craftsmanship. In terms of design details, one cannot overlook the Sunbeam Talbot's attention to aesthetics. The signature radiator grille often featured the Sunbeam emblem prominently, while the body lines emphasized symmetry and proportion. Fenders gracefully curved over large wheels, often fitted with white-wall tires, giving the cars a sense of motion even when stationary. Headlamps were elegantly integrated into the bodywork, and running boards added both function and style. Each design choice was deliberate, contributing to an overall impression of refinement and sophistication. The Sunbeam Talbot also appealed to drivers who valued a connection to the road. Unlike modern vehicles with electronic assistance, these cars required skill, awareness, and engagement. Steering was manual but precise, gear shifts required coordination, and braking demanded anticipation. Driving a Sunbeam Talbot was an experience in itself, combining mechanical engagement with the satisfaction of controlling a beautifully engineered machine. Another fascinating aspect is the provenance of many surviving Sunbeam Talbots. Some have been passed down through families, retaining original features and historical documentation. Others have been restored to their former glory, often using period-correct materials and techniques. Each car carries its own story, reflecting the lives of those who built, owned, and maintained it over nearly a century. The Sunbeam Talbot of the 1930s is more than a vintage car, it's a testament to an era when automobiles were crafted with pride and precision. It embodies a unique blend of art and engineering, performance and luxury, individuality and elegance. For collectors, historians, and enthusiasts, it represents a tangible link to a past that continues to inspire admiration today. Its legacy lives on in the meticulous design, exceptional craftsmanship, and timeless appeal that define the very best of classic British motoring. In conclusion, the Sunbeam Talbot is a vehicle that deserves to be celebrated not only for its historical significance but also for the sheer joy it brings to those who experience it. From its elegant design and luxurious interior to its impressive engineering and driving dynamics, it encapsulates the spirit of the 1930s automotive world. Whether you are a collector, a historian, or simply an admirer of classic cars, the Sunbeam Talbot remains a shining example of what makes vintage cars so captivating: the perfect marriage of form, function, and artistry. Driving or even viewing one is like stepping back in time to an era of elegance, sophistication, and automotive excellence. The Sunbeam Talbot is not just a car, it is a legacy, a story, and a work of art that continues to inspire nearly a century after it first graced the roads.